the overpass, which is of course AGG's map pick, and we're going into the knife round just to decide the sides here, the element more important sides. And I don't tend to cast knife rounds personally. I don't think many people do. I just, you know, it's less of a casting, more of a kind of just sit back and watch, wait for it all to happen. But either way, obviously, wow, this is extremely passive from both teams at least. Okay, it seems like ENCE basically won the knife round. It's extremely hard to come back when you're a man down, at least because, you know, a knife round strategy is kind of to tend to play together, you know, in just a 2v1 kind of thing. You'll usually win those engagements. You do see the rare, you know, knife ace or whatever, but it's not going to happen from Furlan here. ENCE are going to take that knife round, so obviously they are already at a disadvantage, being the at least less favourable team to come into this match, as well as being on their, you know, their opposing team, or the opposing team's map pick of overpass. So starting on the CT side is going to be a huge benefit for them, just going straight into the game, and the match will be starting in 8 seconds now, guys. So of course, kicking it off, I'm Hugo, for those wondering. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. Actually, I've just got my Twitter logo at the bottom, just covering up everything else there. I didn't actually notice that. I'll just remove that, at least for the first map. We can sort that out another time. I was not aware I was covering that up. But here we go, guys. DE overpass. And if we have a look at the buys, we can see AGG, they're going to be going for a triple armor buy so far. Furlan yet to buy. Double nades from the terror side, so that's fairly normal coming into this. ENCE going for a similar buy, quad armor and 1 smoke and a kit as well on Stonde. So actually not a lot of nades here on the CT side, despite, you know, overpass being a map where you want to cut off those chokeholds over towards A and B on long and short and everything. And we're going to see some aggression up towards the A site already coming out from the terror side. Repo leading the charge. He does have a bit of support from his teammates, and you can see the rotation is already going to be coming in. Stonde's holding off towards long, but Waterdog, he's at the back there just waiting for some aggression. He's going to be able to peek it here. Juho pushed all the way down. He's going to be dropping there. Second player will get the trade, and Alu has got to hold onto the site here. Stonde will pick up one bomb. Is going to be planted here from the terrorists, and Alu, he's going to go down, so nothing there on that defense for the site. Rest of the players are rotating in though, and Alan is going to be picking up the rest, as long as Repo and Grubby there taking the rest of the kills. And that'll be AGG securing their pistol round on the terror side very, very strongly to start off the game here. And ENCE going to make the decision if they want to buy up or just go for the eco here. And here we go. Going to see ENCE just go for this slight eco here. They bought up a couple of pistols, a bit of an investment into this round, but just to probably grab some rifles and try and go for some saves. But by and large, they're just sticking with nothing at the moment. No armor on any of the players. Basically no nades unless they've already used them. But AGG, obviously they've gone for a heavy buy. They've got 5 rifles here, so actually not buying these SMGs up. Obviously just want to use pure aggression and just absolutely tear apart ENCE, which is a wise decision, of course. If you want to just go straight into a game and absolutely ruin the opposing team, it's a good idea to buy up rifles. But the only issue is, of course, if they had an SMG, these non-armored players on ENCE's side, AGG could just pick up dollars from just spraying them down with these SMGs, but that's not going to be the case regardless. We're going to see ENCE go for the full eco, and AGG weren't ready to predict it, at least. And right now, AGG is just making their way up towards long. Bomb will be joining them as well. But you can see we've actually got a quad B stat coming out from the CT side here, and I think actually that may be 5 players. They do have the boost up. Yeah, it's 5 players over towards B. Juho's going to be boosted there by his teammate, but this is a really, really brave play coming out from the counter-terrorist side. You know, Stonde's going to be boosting, and meanwhile, AGG are making their way over towards the A site. So ENCE haven't even realised this. They're going to completely take the site. You see AGG just pushing their way on. Smoke goes down right now. Repo is going to be leading into B as a bit of a flank, taking down Zate, and now bomb will be planted to AGG at a huge advantage. In ENCE, you've got to be, you know, almost sorry for them at this point. They've got nothing to work with, and they've got to take a 4 and 5 retake. And we're going to see a little bit of a boost, some aggression coming out from the terror side. Rellon will be going for that peak, and he's going to be landing a few shots, but by and large not taking any kills right now. ENCE still are trying to save these pistols for the next round to try and actually get some damage with them. Again, Stoney's got nothing to work with. He may as well go for this one. Repo will shut down Sonny, and Stoney just needs to chase, but meanwhile Alo's going to grab a Galil for the exit. So that's going to be a good save, at least on the side of ENCE. But Juho, he needs to chime in as well, but it's going to be nothing for him as the terrorists completely exit towards the other side of the map, with the exception of all the players pushing down up into the B tunnels there. But go. AGG do take that round, but Waterdog, he's going to be chasing up to finish off Juho, and Ali's just going to save that rifle with the last couple of seconds going, and I think we're getting a bit of lag on the GoTV. It's not my side at least. I'm getting no frame drops or anything. So I'm gonna just switch off the screen while we restart the GoTV. Hopefully that should fix it at least. But who really knows? It might just be, you know, connection issues or whatever. But my internet is working fine and my PC is working fine. So I don't know what the actual cause is at the moment. But hopefully it shouldn't happen anymore. But either way, seems like it's only a bit jittery. It's not too bad at least. Or maybe it's not even appearing on the stream, but it's appearing on my screen at least. Back into the round. The only rifle on Ottelu here, he is going to buy up that head armor with it, so that's very valuable there, and he's already down to 25 HP. He's got to make that decision to drop it to one of his teammates, but Sunny is going to be the only one with the really armor on the CT side to work with. It's got more HP than Ottelu. He's going to be down to 40 though, a bit of a wallbang coming out from the terrorist side as they push their way all the way up towards the B site here. Bomb is not in tow though. Probably still over towards T-spawn though. He did just grab it and he will be bringing it along with the rest of the pack here. So Waterdog leads the charge up towards long, but again ENCE, they're not going to be holding it off at all right now. The rest of the players just stacked towards B as we saw in the previous round. Ali's going to be over towards A, and we got a double stapping connector, but that's not going to be where AGG are pushing. And Furlan, he's going to be leading the charge over towards A. Pistol out, he's just pushing all the way up, joining his teammates. Groovy is already pushed up with Waterdog right now, and they're just waiting. But Ottelu, he's made the right call here to have this Galil over towards the A site. They've got to realise with no B presence right now that AGG usually pull out over towards overpass B site. They've got to be guessing that this is going to be an A take, and the smokes are going to make it very, very obvious here for ENCE's side. And Ottelu, he has to go pretty huge here with the Galil. He's going to be the only chance, but nope, he's not going to be able to get too much. Smoke does go down. He's down to 15 HP as well, and the rest of his team all coming from back. This is a very brave move here. I'm not sure if it's going to pay off though. Furlan just sprays into the smoke, picks up the first, spraying to try and pick up the second, doing a lot of damage, and Sunny will finally drop to Groovy though. And AGG, almost a flawless that round, only lose Rallen there, will take down ENCE, and we're going to see finally the buy up coming from the CT side, but they do have a bit of economy for an AWP because Stondi could buy that up, and he will get the armor with that, only body armor to pick up a smoke to support it as well, so good saving from him at least. And we're going to see ENCE be up with the first AWP against Rallen here over on AGG. He's got the AWP for the T side. You can see he's going to be heading over towards B, flash and smoke in hand, ready to go for this pick here over towards B, and counter molly's coming down from ENCE, so they're not allowing anything, but they're pushing full aggressive, and somehow it's not going to work. Groovy and Repo just going to shut them down early round, so AGG already at a two-man advantage there, taking out the two players from ENCE, and that's a B site completely shattered. You can see AGG are just going to push straight on. We've already got Groovy pushed all the way up deep. Alu's going to be on the other side of the smoke, and ENCE, good decision. They are going to be going for the save here. There's no reason to go for this. They've got no chance, but still, Juho does pick up a kill, and now suddenly it's back on. They can retake this. Again, smokes are going to be dissipating for AGG, so there's always potential for that. And Rallen, he's going to take down Juho as well, so we've got a bit of a chance coming out from ENCE, but the damage onto Stondi is going to be too brutal. And still a couple of Molotovs left. Hyper Waterdog still has one himself, so you know, he's got plenty of chances for that, and a smoke as well to support it, so I don't really think there's going to be any chance. And ENCE, oh no, they haven't realised this. This is horrible. Hyper's going to be pushed all the way behind. He just walks past the escaping Stondi there, pushing up the stairs over towards A, but he's still potential to catch out Alihu here, and he will do so. Chokes the spray, finally will land it, and Stondi's going to get away with this AWP, but that's only for the time being. You can see Rallen, he's rotating up through connector, and Stondi, again, 8 HP. They've got to know he's quite tagged up here, and they can actually take him out, really. They will be chasing this a little bit. You can see AGG's economy is looking quite good at the moment. Obviously, having won the previous 3 rounds and about to take a 4th, they can afford to chase this one. And Stondi, he's going to miss that first shot, and that could be the death of him as a flank comes out from Rallen. Nope, Hyper's going to hit it instead, and that'll be AGG taking 4 and not allowing any saving from ENCE. And here we go, another eco coming out from ENCE. We've got a bit of an investment. Alu, Sunny and Juho will take armor, smoke as well, but that's going to be thrown instantly. A couple of pistols as well to work with. Stondi, of course, he's going to want to be saving for this AWP, so only a P250 in the hands of him. And Zarte, again, not got a lot of economy to work with either. So Team AGG are looking pretty good right now. They've already saved 2 M4s as well, so they're not even having to invest into these, you know, fairly expensive rifles here on the terrorist side. Just keeping these M4s is going to mean their economy will be boisterous and is going to be able to at least grow up a little bit. Rallen, of course, with the AWP, and again, the Molotovs, 5 mollies on AGG, it's going to be so good for getting into the sites, and of course for after plants, Molotovs are extremely useful here, and the time is ticking down. AGG, little to no map control just yet, they're just holding for a default, allowing ENCE to get aggressive on this eco, and it seems like that may be the case over towards long. Stondi and Alu are looking like they want to be the first to challenge here, and Alu, I think he may be boosted over here. Stondi's getting ready to crouch, but not going to be the case as the smokes come in from the terror side, as they slowly push their way up towards A, but it's a bit of a fake. The rest of the players and the bomb are going towards B. It's just going to be Hyper over towards A. Groovy does drop a couple of fake smokes as well, but Hyper just re-smoking, and I think he will probably be backing off or just holding for long aggression right now, which is going to probably be coming out from NC if they don't rotate soon. And Repo leading the charge into B. First one will be taken out. There's still another one on the side. Azarte, he's got a lot of potential there with that position, but Groovy, he's going to spot him out. He will fall now, and Alu, Stonde and Juho are going to come in for the retake, but they're already losing one, and this is just going to be nothing coming out from the CT side. Bit of a chance to get a kill onto Repo as he's only 2 HP, but he's playing it very passive right now, just holding over towards long. And Juho may just be going for these exits here, but I don't imagine AGG will be chasing these eco guns through the hallways of CT spawn. It wouldn't be a wise idea, of course. These pistols are lethal at close range, and AGG, they just want to exit out through the back of B, and there we go, Juho will spot out Furlan, but it's not going to be a kill for either of them. Juho gets a bit of damage off, but he wants to back off here already. And again, he knows AGG aren't going to chase, but Hyper, he's coming from the flank once again, and that's going to be the kill. Coming up from the top of CT spawn, and AGG, they're tearing NC apart. They've got 5 in a row. AWP up on Stondi then. We have got a pretty big buy coming up from NC. They've got plenty of money after losing the last few rounds, and of course their loss bonus is going to be out at max, capitalising on this point at least. And AGG obviously still on this AWP, haven't lost it yet. Rallen will be taking that for the terrorist side, and a bit of an aggressive peek from Stonde, but he has got support over towards short there. You can see Zarte has pushed all the way out, so I'm not sure why he's holding this angle, waiting for some bot flashes, I assume, to come out of the connector area, and they will be setting them up, but not out connector, just staying inside. Groovy just pushing up aggressively, and it seems like they're going to be converging over towards the A site. All 5 players here actually taking this, and the bomb still back at T-spawn, so potential to go back at least and grab it and take them towards B, and you can see Repo has actually pushed up with Rowland there with the AWP, and oh, the leg has already been found. Zarty's going to be on 10 HP already. Stondi, really good shot though. He will finish off Groovy over in connector, and that's 80 damage for a trade of a kill, and that's going to be a good start for NC. Nade goes out over towards long, but only 20 damage done on that one, and NC just need to back off now. They've got the man advantage on the CT side. They don't need to play aggressive, and they can just allow Team AGG to overpeak them, and Stondi's going to do it though. Still goes for the peak and will drop Repo, and the rest of the players heading up towards A. It's good to group up in these kind of situations. You want to be able to play the trade game when you're down into a 3v5 and try and take a bit of an advantage, but they are going to be smoking up towards the A side. Alu will spot that out though. Counter smoke comes down, and he drops a couple of nades at least to peek off, and we're going to see some aggression from Juho. He's pushed all the way over into toilets now, so he's going to have a lot of potential at least for this retake. And oh, look at this. This is such a clever play from NC. They're allowing AGG to push up all the way up long. They know all 3 players are going to be there, and they can just wait for them to take the site before shutting them down. There's no way that AGG are going to be ready for these positions. And oh, Furlan is though. He hits that first one. Alu's going to fall, and 12 seconds on the clock. They have to get this plant, but Furlan, he's going massive. Takes 2. His teammate's going to drop beside him, and Sunny will pick that up, and NC finally take that first round on the board. The very important one, of course. Stondi keeping this AWP here for the counter-terrorist side, and NC will take 1-5 finally. But finally a chance for NC to get back into this round. We're going to see a pause just for a few seconds. No, that was just 5 seconds literally, and then going back into the game. AGG, of course, they've won 5 in a row. They're going to have loads of economy to buy up one more round, and they will be able to buy up. If they lose this one and get a bomb plant, they should be able to get a buy out of it. Furlan will be able to drop for his teammate, but with no bomb plant, they're not going to be able to afford a full buy coming out into the next round unless they, of course, get a win there. Here we go, straight on rush onto the B site coming out from the terrorist side here. Stondi's going to pick up the first. Groovy will be there to trade though, and now we're just going to see a hold onto the B site. Sunny still alone in pit. He will go down. Groovy's going to get that kill, and now Stondi has to do something massive with this AWP. They're down a man, and NC hurry up, need to get the trade, and the flash is coming in. It's doing 2 good work from AGG. There's no way that they're going to be able to retake this until they get a quick kill and turn it into a 3v3, but Is that really going to be the case? Because it doesn't look like it. Passive play from AGG. Finally going to be punished. Juho will take down Rylan, and now we're into a 3 versus 3 situation. But Groovy, he has a nice crossfire with his teammates, but it's not going to be good enough. Look at that wallbang from Stondy. Just hits him through the side of the wall there. And now Repo and Furlan are going to be the last two alive defending this. But there's always a chance that they can pull this off. Despite not having the man advantage, push comes on towards the site. Stondy grabs the first, a bit of a spray through the smoke. Furlan, he's going to hit a few shots there, but the molly is going to force him out of position. The nades are great from ENCE. What brilliant nade usage. That's single-handedly going to grab them the round, and what a phenomenal amount of nades used there over from the city side. Just double nade, double molly, everything they have thrown over towards short. And it holds down the last AGG player, of course, Rylan, and now ENCE will take 2. So AGG, they did get the bomb down. As I said, they will be able to go for this buy. So luckily, at least they got that in their favour, of course. But, you know, if you lose this one without a bomb plant, you're out for it. As soon as Team AGG lose one without a bomb plant, they're not going to be able to go for the buy, and they will have to eventually eco on this terrorist side. So they want to make sure they pick up as many bomb plants and hopefully rounds as they can, really, on the terrorist side. But a bit of more aggression coming out from the terrorists over towards A at the moment. We're going to see Repo and Furlan leading the charge over towards there. And, sorry, B, not A. And Stondy again with this AWP is going to be playing towards long. Flash goes out. He's not going to be able to peek there, but he doesn't actually drop down from the box. Just hides and waits for Hyper to peek him, but not going to be the case. Hyper just faking with his head there. And Stondy's still trying to hit this shot, but he's not going to be landing anything just yet. Hyper's not giving him any information right now, and of course he can't really wallbang this rock. And whoa, okay, those reaction times. Stondy's still going to hit it. Doesn't really matter how fast he peaks. And AGG, now they're down 2 men, so ENCE finally taking some advantages going into this round. And now Furlan smoked off up towards short. Nice jump spot there. Won't get any information from it. Juho's going to be pushed up really, really close. So this is actually great positioning coming out from ENCE. But again, this is the issue. We don't want to see them overpeak and overextend, at least in terms of these engagements. They don't have to take the fights, and they can simply just set up a crossfire over towards the A or B site. You know, Overpass is a map where crossfires are so prevalent, especially towards, you know, short on A. You can just sit one player truck, one player bank, or a player over towards long if you have control of it. So there's no real reason to overpeak, especially when you're in this much of an advantage. But hey, look, they're just going to run into the B site. This boost from Sunny is great, but he will finally go down. Groovy getting that kill, and he's going to equalise it into a 2 versus 2 already. So a nice push onto the B site there, and they've instantly killed three people from ENCE. And now Juho and Stondy have to retake this. Groovy and Repo are defending, and they haven't got any nades apart from well, that molly was just used here on the CT side. Repo has some stuff for the bomb though. Of course he could drop that molly on it, and there's going to be no smoke to dissipate that, so this could actually be very good for AGG right now. Repo going to get the molly in hand, does drop it out over towards the bomb. Good placement, but it's maybe a bit too early. But Stondy, he peeks out with the AWP. He's going to get crossfired there, and Juho just waiting for the molly to run out. But oh no, he's going to sit there. This is horrible. They spotted him out. They know he's there, and he's got no time to get this defuse. So he has to tap it. Will get peeked, and Groovy, he's going to hit that shot and grab the AWP on the save as well. But I don't think he's going to be able to survive this. Boom, he's going to go down. Repo saves that AK there. But either way, AGG, you know, 6-2 already. That was a really good round. Good Molotov placement. Stop that bomb plant. And Sunny, again, nice hold on the B site. Despite losing it, he did pick up a couple of kills there, just sitting up towards the top of the... oh, sorry, he only picked up a single kill, but it was a pretty key kill. However, ENCE didn't take the round, and AGG are back in it. So we can see, obviously, 2 rounds gathered by ENCE before being reset once again. Back down to the eco, but again, AGG, they don't have any economy themselves. If they lose this round, they're going to be reset themselves. So ENCE will have a pretty good time, but again, pistols, not a whole lot of chance in taking this round for the ENCE side. Furlan will find that first one though, so that's going to be an opener. Juho getting aggressive over towards A. Onto the B site, Rylan takes one. Still Ali ready to peek. Oh, the timing, that's Counter-Strike in a nutshell. He pulls out his pistol, but nope, Ali's going to be ready for it. Not ready enough as Repo finishes off the last couple with Groovy, and AGG takes 7-2 right there. And now the buy coming out from ENCE. This is a bit risky. You can see they've actually prioritised an AWP on Stondy instead of a rifle on Zarte, as well as Stondy picking up some kind of FAMAS or, you know, some SMG here. So it may pay off. Of course, this AWP is extremely important on Overpass, especially on CT side, but him playing aggressive towards B is already putting them up at their downfall. If they lose him early, it could be absolutely phenomenally terrible here for the counter-terrorist side. And we're going to see the first peak come into play. Stondy does hit that shot though. That's so important. Trade comes out. Groovy gets aggressive over towards short. No trade coming out from Zarte though. He's not going to be able to turn it into a 4 versus 3. Only having a pistol, that's going to be the downfall right now of ENCE. They're down a man. and one of their men is on a pistol, and again, they've got no nades to work with, whereas AGG, they've got absolutely plenty. The only advantage you can see ENCE have is a triple stack over towards the B site right now. They've been going for it quite a lot, even though, you know, of course they are on a 2v2. Sorry, a 4v4. They are triple stacking the site. So instead of going for a 2-2 setup, just 3 players over towards B. But finally, Ottlu's going to rotate, and I think this may be a good call because AGG look like they want to head over to A right now, pushing up aggressively towards the long, and Rallen taking toilet control with the support of Repo as well. So going to be slowly making their way over towards the A site. Juho though, look at this aggression with support value. They've got such a good crossfire here. You've got to watch out though for the angles, because it's all going to come down to the timing as the smokes and flashes go out over towards the A site. He could do so much damage here, Juho. So much potential as they rush into the toilets. Ottelu is ready for it, and a counter flash is not going to work there. Juho still hits a shot. Groovy will drop, and now they know there's at least one player in here. They don't know there's two though. And Ottelu, he's going to go for the shot. Juho peeking out once again, and now Hyper alone in a 1 versus 4. AGG, what has happened here? The aggression from ENCE is absolutely phenomenal, and now Hyper's going to grab the first. So Zati will fall. Shot through the smoke coming in through, but he's going to go down to bank there. Sunny taking that kill, and ENCE only a few seconds left, so AGG wouldn't have had time regardless, but they take a third one. That aggression was so carefully planned by ENCE. Absolutely brilliant play. Juho now pushing all the way up into toilets, and AGG, that's the issue. They took no toilets control. It's not even like they cleared it before setting up their smokes, which again wouldn't have worked, but if they cleared it before setting up their smokes, you know, at least they'd have some kind of idea of where AGG would have been, but they didn't even look into it. They just completely set up smokes. Oh guys, we've got 20 seconds, let's go on to the A site. No, got to clear angles before you do that, of course. And we are going to see a bit of a risky buy. Furlan's going to be on with the UMP. They can't really afford too much here, of course, after ENCE took that round. So it's going to be an understandable buy, but he's going to already grab his teammates, AK, as Hyper does go down, and we are going to see the long push come out. A bit of a jump spot coming out from one of these players. I think that's over towards Stondi here. He's got his scout as well to work with, and we'll be going for the shot. Oh, lovely opener. Furlan will fall, and no trade. Rallen's just sitting there, absolutely bewildered. What just happened? My teammate just fell behind me, and I have no idea. And Juho just playing the angle game pretty perfectly. He will finally back off there as the nade comes in though. Put down to 60. I think, you know, ENCE, I do like their aggressive plays on the counter-terrorist side, of course, but I really think it can be a bit overall. You know, when you have a 5 versus 3, you don't need to be playing so aggressive. Like Stondi, he doesn't need to be peeking that. He can just jump and fake peek it and get some at least information, or just try and draw a shot towards him. But he doesn't need to commit to a gunfight here. See? He shouldn't be committing to those fights. He should just be allowing them to get closer towards him on the site. Again, he does want to get some damage, of course, and that can help, but it can also turn rounds around in the favour of the terrorist side, and we can see Repo's already opening things up over towards A, so they've got to be very, very careful here. Even though they are in an advantageous position, they shouldn't be getting too aggressive, and Ottelu, he's got a nice chokehold point here though. He's going to be waiting for Groovy to rotate. So again, this is kind of justified, of course, because they know both the positions of AGG, and he can just wait for them to rotate. It's not like they're just pushing blindly into an area. They know they're over towards long, and he can hear those footsteps as well. So he's just waiting for them to rotate back in through toilets, which is, you know, it's a clever play. Whereas instead of just getting aggressive when you're in a man advantage, for the sake of getting aggressive because you want frags, it's not going to be great. And AGG, they are going to be saving these last 2 rifles here. Groovy with the AWP, Repo with that AK as well, and ENCE take a 4th, so they're still on the board here. Stondi, he's not going to drop this scout. He really likes it over an M4 actually, in fact, and you can see not enough money for an AWP just yet. Juho again runs aggressive. This is actually quite good now because of course they don't have an advantage, and AGG, they're just going to push out at the wrong time though. He's going to be able to get out of there and flashes into connect as well as he finally backs off, and we will see. Of course, if you look at the AGG buy after saving that, they did decide to buy up with the 2 saved players, and we're going to see Furlan and Hyper both with pistols here, so it's a bit of an issue at least for AGG's side, and Juho's going to try and take advantage of that. Smoke does come in though, that's going to block him off for peeking out here over towards shorts, out of the toilets, and Rallen just holding off towards long. Counter flashes and smokes are coming out though, so AGG aren't really allowed anything at the moment, but ENCE is just using all their smokes up early without any provocation from AGG. They're not even forcing out these smokes, they're just using them. finally smokes out onto the B side. We will be seeing a full commit here. 4 out of the 5 players up towards long right now, so they're going to be ready for the Sunny again on this really great boost spot, but he's used it before. Furlan's going to be ready for it. The timing though, he drops down, finds one, Rallen gets the quick trade, and now we're going to see the push onto the B side. They found that pick with the flashes coming in from the CTs, and Zate, he's boosted on top of the box, doing a lot of damage, finds one, does get traded by Repo, but still Alu alone in pit. They haven't finished him off. Hyper's going to fall straight into his jaws, and Juho grabbing another one, leaving just Rallen alone. He does get the trade kill, but there's still 2 more to find. Hits the deagle shot onto Alu, and he's going to go for the bomb plant here. 18 seconds and actually committing to it. Stondi comes in from CT with a scout here. Jump shot would be phenomenal right now, but Rallen just holding strong, going for the peak, and he hits it. Great 1 versus 3. He's going to pick up 4 kills that round, and AGG, they are stomping ahead of ENCE right now. And now ENCE, they're going to be going for the counter force here. We go into one of the last rounds of the half, of course, so they've got to be careful at least. If they lose this one, they will have to eco and then buy up on the final, but they will have a bit of money, just not enough for an orb on Stondi unless he goes for, you know, a glass cannon or, you know, full ecos the next round or so. So it may be a bit of an issue. And again, aggression. This is the same thing. He's done this like 3 or 4 times. I'm sure they're going to be ready for this. You can see Rallen's just holding the angle of the AWP. And yep, there we go. Stondi's going to drop. So they will be able to secure that AWP. Sunny should be able, or Zate should be able to pick that up there. But again, he's got aggressive in that position 3 or 4 times this map already. I think it's a bit dangerous when you keep doing it. And Zate just going to be peeking up towards Connector. Nothing to be found though as his teammates push into there. Nice aggression from Alu. This is the kind of point where you want to be aggressive when you're down a man. And Alu, he's the exactly right man to do this. Pushing up all the way into T-spawn, and I'm not sure if Repo's going to realise this when he hears him. He's going to spot him out as well. Gets a dink, but Repo, he's still got to be alive here. 20 HP, and with no kills coming out from that, AGG are going to be fully aware he's right behind them. Repo should just be able to hold him back and stop him from pushing into courtyard now as the rest of the terrorist side push up towards A-long. But Repo, he's still ready to clear this angle. Alu's going to be right here, and he won't be ready for it. Alu's shutting him down. I'm not sure he was expecting that at all. I wasn't at least. And Zate gets a trade onto, gets another kill onto Grubby at least, and we're going to see no trade kill coming out from AGG, and Alu, he's pushing up into the jaws of Rallen with his AWP once again. But talking about the jaws, Zate, he's using his. Hyper's going down again, and still aggressive. This is so dominant. I don't think they were expecting to win this round, but it's going very well for them, even though they did lose the first player of the round. And Zate going massive there. 4 kills on the board, and ENCE, they take 5 to 8. Double AWP coming out from the CT side once again. AGG, they're going to be going for the force buy, you can see. Second last round of the half. Bit of a risk, but you know, not much to lose when they've already got 8 rounds and overpass T side. That's a very good start, and we can see Stondi's also going to be picking up that first kill. So nice aggression here, finding one at least. Bit of support from his teammate there, and Zate's going to be down in water, picking up another one. Sunny getting the refrag with him, and now Hyper, he's meanwhile made his way up onto the B site, will be going down, and yep, just going to be a bit of a wipe up from ENCE. AGG, I question the force buy because now you can see they've got no money to buy on this final round. I think, you know, taking the risk to try and get a 10-5, not as good as just not guaranteeing yourself, but giving yourself a very likely position to get a 9-6, which I think they would be far more happy with. Now they're going for the exact same buy that they got absolutely wiped apart last round with, and I think we're going for the matchmaking style rush B. Sunny's going to be ready with a Molotov though, and they're actually pushing up towards short, so not a full commitment towards long, you can see, but finally pushing out Groovy, leading the charge. He's going to just be running straight into pit. Zate falls, and now Sunny trying to get that trade, does hit it, picks up 2 as well. He's doing some good damage, but finally they're going to finish him off, and they need to grab these rifles here to try and get this bomb down. Again, they don't have complete control of it if they went for this boost, so oh, this could be brilliant if they do. I think they are actually going to be doing this boost. Oh no. I fear for ENCE right now. This could go absolutely terribly. They can't be expecting this, and Hyper's going to push straight through the smoke. Oh, actually just sitting and waiting around. Rotation's already in. 3 players coming from CTD. They don't realise this, but this could be really good for AGG. And a bit of a peek here coming out from Morton. Oh, they weren't expecting it, but it doesn't matter. Juho hits, and Stondi, he's going to clear up the rest of the round. ENCE, they take a 7 to 8 half there. A very good half, despite being down 5 rounds at one point. You can see that comeback just on the scoreboard there. And that's going to be the half, ladies and gentlemen, between ENCE and AGG in the first map of this best of 3. But we will be going back into the second half here. We're going to be seeing, of course, the side switch. AGG taking CT now and ENCE going on T side. So obviously, a lot of teams do fare quite well, at least on the Terror side. They don't on the CT side. And Vexed, they're not one of them. Or sorry, X-Vexed, AGG, you know, they have very strong CT side play from time to time. So I fear for ENCE right now, despite even getting 7 rounds on CT, he should be kind of trying to pick up a, you know, a 9-6 half, at least on overpass. But again, they are the underdogs coming into the best of 3, and we're going to see Gruby peek aggressively up towards B there. Nothing found just yet, no information either, as Ottelu just holds back passive. Finally going to spot him out, not going to commit to the challenge, so doesn't want to lose a player early on. But I think that kill would have been good, because of course Ottelu, he's got no armor and he's got all the nades, and that's going to be what ENCE need to get into a site. So a very important player there for the Terror side, and Ottlu's still peeking this. I'm not sure why he's challenging with only a Glock and no armor at this kind of range. And this is interesting to see, because ENCE, they've got 4 of their Glock players, 4 of their armoured Glock players pushing up towards the A site, whereas Zati, with all the nades, is over towards B. You know, the only things they can do with this is either rotate in through connector, or Zati, you know, uses some crazy smokes from B water and throws them up onto the A site, which is of course possible. You know, this map, you can throw smokes from A to B or B to A, so that's the only thing I can see happening, unless he's just holding the flank, of course. It seems like it's just a bit of a default, and he's going to be grabbing the bomb over in T-spawn to join his team. So yeah, that's going to be the call here. Good decision at least from ENCE, just holding the flank and not allowing AGG to get aggressive. I'm sure Gruby cleared that. He probably would have got a bit aggro there, but he's not going to do so. We're seeing a triple stack over towards A, so you know, ENCE, they're going to walk right into a huge trap coming out from the CT side. And finally the push does come out. Nade coming out from Hyper there. He does go for the challenge, but going to spot out 2 players. Rallen's still alone in the corner, but they haven't cleared it. Juho pushing very aggressively towards it, and Furlan over towards toilets as well. Oh, great peek from Rallen. He's held them in his tracks. He will pick up 1, take 2 as well, and it's going to be a good round so far already for AGG. Hyper picks up a 3rd, and now Sonny, he's going down as well. And AGG pissed around in the bag, only losing Furlan there over towards A, and that's going to be a 9-7. So ENCE, they got to make a decision whether they want to save or go for the buy. This is an interesting buy though. We're seeing the same thing that they did on the Terror side. Instead of just risking it and going for some, you know, some SMGs to get some money, they're going to go for the full buy and getting 4 fam assists and a scout on Rallen here. So quite interesting one at least. You don't tend to see that. You usually, you know, maybe see a player saving for AWP or, you know, an SMG at least one. But AGG, they're not messing around. They're committing strongly with these buys, and you can see no armor on, you know, 2 of the players of ENCE is going to mean that they're going to get the wrong idea already. Picking out that 1-shot kill onto the first player, and Rallen just holding off the angle. A bit more aggression comes out. Juho, you can see, because he thought they had no armor there because he got the 1-hit kill, but that's why he's playing so aggressively, of course. But either way, it gets shut down at the end of the day. Alu's going to be alone. 1v4 does get finished off by Hyper. Again, playing very, very well for AGG, and that's going to be 2 kills in the bag for him. And 10-7 already, reaching double digits. ENCE will be on the full eco. But an M4 is going to be invested for Furlan after losing that scout in the previous round, and we're going to see 4 players over towards B. This is a great read from AGG. They know exactly what they're doing. ENCE are going to be stacking straight up towards B, and I'm sure AGG are going to be ready for this one. Pushing into the site. Furlan just sprays into them. Each of them grab a kill. Gruby grabs 2, and he's going to grab 3 as well with that USB there. Finishing off the final one. AGG 11-7, no deaths. Gruby takes 90 damage, but of course that's going to have no economical effect at all into this game. (11-7). AWP up on the Terror side here. Stondy's going to be grabbing that, but nothing on AGG right now in terms of rifle utility, scoped rifle utility. They've got an economy to invest into it, but the reason being, obviously, they didn't lose a player. They don't want to go for the buy, at least just yet, and that's fair enough, of course. You don't want to invest too much. Gruby's going to get aggressive. He will find that first one. His teammate dropping to his side as Ali takes down Furlan, so that's going to be the refrag here from the Terror side. But again, still aggression. It's just really, really interesting to see. Rallen's pushed all the way up, and I don't think ENCE are really expecting this at all right now. And Alu, he might be able to walk into this death trap right now with the support from Stondy holding towards long. Alu just has to clear this angle and going for this peek here. We'll spot him out, but no, he's going to go down. Rallen ready for that. Despite Alu slow peeking it and faking it, just shouldering it, still goes down. Stoney going to join the rest of his team over towards B though. They need to hurry up with this push. Stoney finally getting on that flank, but again, still aggressive from Rowland. He's pushed all the way up, and although he's not getting any kills here, those who are wondering, he's getting so much information. So right now he can call that it's going to be a B take. They can't go up towards A unless they take connector, but his teammates also going to be holding that right now. So right now, ENCE are going to be able to push onto B, but it's going to be fully aware. AGG are going to know this, and Hyper, he gets the first kill holding off the push. Grabs one, Repo supports him, take a second, but Sunday, he's going to get the quick trade. Still here with the AWP, we saw Rowland clutch us earlier in the same position, and there's one more player for Stoney to get this round. Peeks up towards long, but no, Gruby's going to finish him off there. So AGG 12-7 right now, and ENCE not looking too good here on this terrorist side. They're going to be on the eco. Here we go. Full on B rush coming out from these players. Fuzzy by coming out. Zati does find the first. Hyper's just going to shut him down. Nothing allowed here. Triple kill coming out from him. Just a bit of a mow down on these. Some armoured, some not armoured players. And there we go. Rowland finishing off the last two. AGG take 13-7. ENCE no chance. And finally they're going to go for the buy round here. So they will be able to get an AWP on Sunday. He has got enough economy for that. But of course, maybe they do, maybe they don't want to. And yeah, it seems like they're going to be going for that. We're heading up for a normal default. I get a bit of aggression coming out from Rowland here. He's pushed all the way up with his M4. Again, no AWP, but oh no, he's pushed into the smoke. They are not aware of this at all. If he drops a flash, look at it, he's on the complete other side of the smoke right now. And he pushes through, there we go. Zati's going to fall, so he's already grabbed one. Stondy still has the AWP, he's got to watch out. Not much ammo on this gun at all. And yep, that's the issue with the M4A1S. He does go down, Furlan. He's quick to get the refrag, and we're still in an advantage right now for AGG and ENCE a down amount. So Stondy needs to do some work with this AWP getting into a site, and they need to hurry up at least. Time is ticking away, and they will finally push towards long. But AGG, they're going to have to settle back and move into different positions. Of course, they are pushed up very aggressively right now, and they're going to have to go back to where they were previously. Of course, we do see repositioning coming out. Gruby's going to pick up towards long as well, so he gets the info that Stondy's there with the AWP. But again, AGG, they're finally setting back into their normal positions. We're seeing a flank from Hyper, of course. That's going to be the only thing on the CT side. And oh no, he chokes it, but he finally hits a shot. Stondy will go down. So the bomb and the AWP has been dropped, and we're going to see a nice trade come out from Ottelu, or at least a refrag onto Gruby over towards the A site, and a bit of a peek from Furlan finishes him off too. But Sunny alone, 1 versus 4, or 1 versus 3, sorry. And the nades are looking good for both sides right now. But Repo, he's pushed up again. Sunny has no information on the position. He doesn't know where AGG are going to be. Of course, they have the whole map to work around this position right now, and 14-7 is going to be the score. ENCE, sadly, on a bit of a low buy. If they do want to commit to this buy on, the round before match point. And it appears we have crashed there. That's obviously some kind of GoTV error, guys. Or that does happen occasionally. I'm not sure if it was just for me or if it was for everyone else, but at least I did get that crash. That's a really, really bad time to crash right now. But I will be getting straight back into the game, guys, so don't worry about that. Just give it a second. Hopping straight in now. Okay, right, we're back in. Yeah, that occasionally happens near the end of maps. It's quite annoying sometimes when it crashes. An ordinary penguin, very good caster. Thanks, man. But hey, we're back in. Oh no, we crashed instantly again. This always happens. Whenever you reach like the last 4 or 5 rounds of a game, it just like usually crashes, at least sometimes. And then you try and get back in, boom, we're gone again. This is not a good start, but at least I saw ENCE had 3 players left, if that's any information for people. Give it a second, we are going in just now. We're back in. And it appears AGG did take the round. Please don't crash again. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. AGG did take the round there. They're up to 15. ENCE's buy did not go too well, and you can see they're finally into their force here. Oh, it's almost a full buy really. A bit of a lack of nades on the terrorist side. You can see Alu's obviously going to go with that pistol to get full nade usage out of it as well, and the rest of them just with these AKs. But again, Stondi has a smoke, Zate has a smoke and a flash, but by and large, nothing here for the terrorist side. And aggression from AGG. Obviously, they've got this huge advantage going into this. It's 8-round advantage, so of course they're going to get aggressive in this position. Why wouldn't you? Repo takes out Zate, and of course, it's good to tilt someone for the next map. Psychological play is so important in Counter-Strike, and tilting, aside from just talking smack and chat, this is the next best way to do it. Just fully push the opposing side on a really, really key round. And despite it going fairly well at the start, we can see ENCE are already having a man advantage right now. They actually pushed a player onto the A side. Juho's pushed all the way up. The only issue is he's only down to 14 HP, and they will spot him now. Repo finishing that off, so equalising the situation into a 3v3, and now we're going to be holding onto the site as the push comes out. Alu, again, very, very low, will be spotted. Groovy will drop him, and Sunny and Stondi, last two alive as they finally try and take the site. But they have so much time, they don't have to get too aggressive. Groovy, he's going to go for the peak, but Stondi, again, trade. Maybe not push, good to push in that last situation. And Repo, spray through the smoke, will get the counter spray, finally finished off by Sunny. 1 versus 1 now as Hyper, he comes all the way from the flank. Sunny's got to realise this soon, and he just jumps at the wrong time as Hyper pushes all the way from behind it. Oh, look at that shot. 1 bullet, 1 kill. Sunny's going to fall to the floor. And AGG, they're going to take that first map in the ever most important best of 3. 16-7 on their map pick of Overpass. We will be seeing Dust 2, which is ENCE's map pick, coming up very shortly, guys. And of course, Mirage is going to be the third map if we do get to that as well. So, and for those wondering as well, of course, this is the Hitbox Challenger Cup, a $5,000 prize pool hosted by Pixelfire. So obviously all the social media links are in your screen right now on the top right, and they will appear on the RIP map in a second. I don't know why I said RIP map, probably RIP to ENCE, but here we go, of course. So if you want to check out any of Pixelfire social media links, are all there on your screen right now. Just head over to them and hit them up, and we can just change the match page now because of course we're going to be waiting for the second map. But again, guys, if you do want to check me out on Twitter, of course, if you want to give me any kind of feedback, be sure to do so. My Twitter is @Hugo_CSGO. You can just see it on the screen right there. So if you want to give me any kind of feedback, any tweeting, any mean tweets or whatever, be sure to head over towards there and give me some words, some nice or some not nice words, depending on how you feel. If you like my casting or not. Any kind of feedback's really appreciated, though, guys. So be sure to head over towards there. But again, we're going to be going for about a 5-minute break before we head into the second map of Dust 2, guys. So I'm just going to put on some music. We'll just chill for a bit. We'll come back and go live into the second map, of course, Dust 2. So thank you, everyone, for watching at least this first map. We will be back very, very shortly here on Hitbox CSGO. See you soon.